Fair use, fair use, fair use.
Protest in Mexico spiraling out of control. As you can see here, the police saying that this has turned into a riot, and they're saying that thousands of Gen Z demonstrators have stormed the National Palace, where the president stays. These are labeled anti-corruption protests. So literally thousands of people, mobs of people frustrated with what's happening through and through with the country. They know that the cartel has a major grip on a large portion, but the corruption on the other side is what got it to this. They don't trust any of the factions, and they're in the streets fighting the police head on. So there's no one that supports them from their viewpoint. And they stormed the presidential palace where the president stays. And we've talked about this, the control set up by the Mossad all around the globe, especially in Mexico. But now the Mexican people, the younger group here, Gen Z, rising to the occasion, doing this, and they see what's about to happen in their country, what's happening and about to happen. Trump has labeled the cartels terrorist groups. They are about to start striking them in a military campaign. This is going to go all the way down to Venezuela and back. One huge region of Central America that's going to become a war zone here at any moment. And when this happens, when strikes start hitting cartel leadership in other areas inside of Mexico, you can bet somewhere along the line some innocent people are going to die. And it's just going to cause more chaos. People do not want America drone striking their country, even if it's so-called baddies. Well, who's the baddies? When the cartel controls half the freaking country down there, and then the government doesn't seem to care about the rest of it. I pray for the Mexican people all in all, for all people worldwide to overcome the corruption that's within all the governments everywhere. And in this instance, this may flare up. I actually foresee this getting worse all over the place. As war picks up in the area and the strikes begin, which have not even happened yet, when they begin, you can expect this to go into overdrive. And then blowback's going to hit America here at some point. So Trump's sitting there quiet. They're about to strike Venezuela any moment. And those strikes are going to run all the way to our border. Anyone that they label a threat in the middle. So this is the latest. I'll leave a link with more footage, and join me for the live streams where I talk about this in greater detail. Going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern.
All right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders from Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers and sisters of the House of David, the true believers, the sincere ones. This is Abraham Ash here at GMS Sacramento Camp. Today's date is November 16th, 2025. The Apostle Tar said it this year, the hopeful year of our deliverance, destruction, and judgment on Esau Edom. Lord's willing. So, fair use. And that was 777. You know, he's reporting at Mexico that doing a bunch of protesting, and now the protesting turned to a violent protesting. It was peaceful at first, but now it got out of hand, out of control. So this is where we at, because you know that hey, the devil, he knows that he had a short time, you know, and it's all prophecies, all biblical prophecies, and that's all the signs of the heavens, man, that Yahweh Shemashah is telling us through the word of the Holy Scriptures that to look out for, you know. Matthew the 24th chapter tells us that the disciples tell him what's in the end times, the end of the world, the end of the age, that Yahushua says that there's going to be many false prophets, right? And wars and rumors of wars, kingdom against kingdom and nation against nations, earthquakes, all that, So now we're seeing the uproar of the people now, So the scripture says that watch and therefore pray always, therefore it can't worthy to escape all these things, because it's about to get really nasty. It's about to get really ugly. It's gonna be really extreme violence out here in the streets when the society shuts down, when all hell's break loose, no power, no water supplies, no food. A lot of people's finna be desperate things they need. It's gonna be a dog eat dog, man. These people don't know how to act, and so you can imagine when all these things got taken away from them, they're gonna be a more extreme a wild beast, man. So that's a telltale sign that we're at the end of the age, man, and of Esau's world, and those are the signs we're looking for. So bear with me. Let me grab that scripture. Let's see. Start with 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, right? Verse 1. It says, this is a book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the sign past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the big days were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and end, and the end is manifest. You see? So now it's manifesting. So that was the uproars of the people. That's gonna be all over the world, man. And now it's getting more intense. You see what I'm saying? So things are happening, man. So we measure the times, the prophecy, through the scriptures, filtering with scriptures, and see what where we at right now in this part of the movie. So now we've seen the uproars of the people, and that was the uproar of the people, man. You see what I'm saying? So we're really close to the end of Esau's rulership, man. The end of Esau, man. All praise and glory to Yabash Mashai. It says the better in the end of it, right? Matter of fact, describe that because I don't want to butcher it. I know it's in Ecclesiasticus. If I can find it, Lord's willing, it's better. Yeah. Let's back out real quick. Shoot. It's book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 8. It says, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. And the patience of the spirit is better than the power of the spirit. Right? The point is, better is the end of the thing than the beginning. So we're at the end, right? Better is the end of the thing. So let's go back out. Let's back out. Better is the end, right? And it was the second Ezra's. Second Ezra's chapter 6, verse 8. It says, and he said unto me, from Abraham to Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, it says, man, second Ezra 6 verse 6, then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be the ended of, and by none other. Then answered I said, what shall be the party and set of the times? Or when shall it be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? You see what I'm saying? So it's better at the end of the thing. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob handheld first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. For Esau is the end of the world. See? So in Ecclesiastes it says, better is the end of the thing. So we're at the end of this world, man. This is the end of our captivity underneath these Edomites, man. Idumea, the Grecians, you know, Esau, Edom, Basra, you know. It's the end of the show, man. It's the end of the world rulership of Esau, man. So we thank the Lord Yahweh Shemashar that he's spending the times for the elect's sake, man. You know, and let's see. Let's go to do a couple more, and I'll go close out there. Let's see. All right. Let's go to Second Esdras, chapter 15. Let's see. Verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Yeah, man, because, hey, man, don't, Esau Edom was about to go against, he's flexing his muscle towards Venezuela, man. You know, and the Russians are backing up the Venezuelans, giving some weaponry to defend the people, defend the country, man, against the Esau Edom, which is United States, man. You know. So hey, like I said earlier, hey, the devil, he got a short time, you know. So he has a great wrath now. So woe to the world woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Right? Hey, pretty soon it's about to, like I said earlier, it's gonna get nasty, man. You know, that's the Mexico. That's the nasty one. But wait, hits over here at Babylon the Great, aka America, man. You know, they finna get busy here, man. Right? For the sword and the destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. They're about to pop each other, man, with the swords, man, with bullets flying. You know, a lot of blood about to be shed. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings or princes, of the course of their actions shall stand in the power. And man shall desire to go to the city, and shall not be able, for because of the pride, cities shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, man. You see what I'm saying? And man, that's how bad it's gonna be out here, man. Even the men finna be scared. Here it is. A male is stronger than the female, man. You know, the females are women are a wicked vessel. And here it is. It tells us a man shall be afraid. So that's what does that tell you right here, man? It's gonna be really nasty and ugly out here, man. And a lot of men can be frightened. And man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Damn. And spoil their goods. You see what I'm saying? So they finna run up in your houses, and if they have to, and they will, and they put you out of your misery and take whatever you have in this house, man. You see what I'm saying? So it's very important to understand these things, because the scripture says, "Get ready for the battle, man." You got because it's gonna be evil, and you gotta move out like pilgrims. You see what I'm saying? So right now, you should, you know what I'm saying, should do some biking, walking, do some exercise, because you're gonna need it, to strengthen your body, but really to pray to the Lord Yahweh Mashai, because He's the one that strengthens you. And it says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of lack of bread, and for the great tribulation." You see what I'm saying? So it's lack of bread and great tribulations, man. So people is finna go nuts, because they ain't no food. Again, they're gonna be like brute beasts, man. I mean, they are a brute beast, but it's gonna, when they have no food, they're gonna be really turned up. Extreme apex brute beast. You see what I'm saying? So let's go. I'll close out here with this. Luke, was it Luke 21? Yeah, Luke chapter 21, verse 36. That says, "Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be count worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man." Let me see. Watch. What is that word? Watch. Curious. To be suspect. Ha. To watch. Don't be as fools. Right? Let me see. Copy. My favorite. Let's go. Keep awake. Watch. Yeah. Don't go back to sleep, man. Don't go back to the world. Don't go back to sleep. First. Wow, that's Hamishag is the Alpha to dedicate. He is the beginning and the end. We was talking about that, the beginning and the end, right? It's beginning better than the end than the beginning. That's very spiritual. Let's back up. Sleep. All right, back here. Let's see. It's another word. Let's see. The evils. No, probably evil. No, Slack. See, I know it's Ephesians. Slack. Let me. Ephesians. Oh yeah, right there. Let's see. We'll come back to this. This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 16. It says, redeeming the times, because the days are evil. Salat, Salat, Ephesians 5 verse 15. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. You see, redeem the times because the days are evil. You see what I'm saying? So hey, so we always gotta be alert, be careful. You know, when you go out, but you never know. Because why? Because we're redeeming the times. Because the days are evil, man. We're in the evil times right now, man. You can't be all la 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 out there, you know. And the next is gonna happen, man. You never know. See what I'm saying? So let's go back to Luke 21 verse 36 and close out there. It says, watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be counted worthy to escape all those things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. You see what I'm saying? So like I said earlier, like when I said exercise, but really you want to pray always that we can't worthy to escape all these things, man. So he's the Yahweh Shemashai is the ones that is gonna guide you and help you through those evil times, man. You know, he's gonna keep you safe, but you gotta trust and believe and do this work and pray, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead, close out there. But first and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders from Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers and sisters, the house of David, the true believers, the sincere ones. Until next time, Shalom.